Alive, alive.
Alive. We have arrived. Oh my god, everybody! That's beautiful. Wow, my god, everybody, welcome. It is here we go. Wait, what?
With me burping and you coughing.
Yeah, that's how it starts. It's the best. All right, hi everybody, welcome. I'm joined by Toxic Michaela again.
Hello.
Hi, and also Germ back. We just reminded me like a month ago when I did the totally real Thomas the Tank Engine leaks thing. So hi, welcome guys. So we got up real early to watch the Pokemon Direct this morning. And then Michaela screamed and cried a lot because her dreams came true for a Gen 4 remake. It was hilarious. Yeah. So, guys, let's splurge. Now that you've probably already talked to death about it while I was gone and napping, because I woke up so early. Let's talk about it. And also, while we're doing that, I'm going to attempt to draw myself as one Pokemon from every generation. And I picked a lot of skinny ones with big noses and long hair, because duh. So.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Anyway, so, Michaela, why do you like Diamond and Pearl so much? What the hell's your problem?
Right.
I don't know, because I mean it had a lot of problems, and obviously a lot of people knew that, and like the enemy team kind of fucking sucked. But
Galactic?
you know,
Really? I feel like people like Galactic though.
Oh God, no.
Really? Really?
Because they're nostalgic for.
Yeah, people are nostalgic for it, definitely. But in terms of like their goal and all that stuff, is kind of like.
Really?
Whatever.
I don't know. Well, as I've talked many times about this, I missed out on the games. I watched a fair bit of the show, so I knew who all the Team Galactic characters were and everything. But I don't know. I feel like, at least in my experience, next to Plasma, because like everybody just is like super hard for Plasma and gets this and all that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I feel like, at least from what I've seen, Galactic seems to be like the number two, like legit. You know, not counting Team Rocket because they're kind of their own thing because of Jesse and James. But as far as like the legitimate like evil teams go, I feel like Galactic tends to be number two for a lot of people, from what I've seen anyway. So I don't know about that.
People might just like the aesthetic of Team Galactic.
Yeah, they don't. I'm specifically meaning like the kind of like motive that they had, rather than because like their motive was just kind of stupid.
Well,
Yeah,
a motive I'll learn more in depth about when I play the Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah,
Remake,
I'm not really saying what their motive is, just so you can have the joy of experiencing it for the first time.
right.
But
I know people really like the leader Cyrus, like a ton.
Yeah.
That's like
his design's cool, definitely.
Yeah, all of their designs, all of the main.
Yeah, no, definitely, 100%.
Yeah, I always really liked Mars and Saturn. I think with the red and blue dudes, like the younger guys. Yeah, they were kind of cool. I like their designs a lot. But but for real, I mean, like, so because I mean, you were really excited about this, so I don't know what is it? What is it?
What I liked about it?
Yeah.
What I liked about it was, there was a lot of. It was kind of one of those games where you got to do a lot with your Pokemon. Like, they kind of had that, like, you can walk around little park with them, you can put them in little contests, you can feed them poffins, it was stuff like that. The soundtrack was dope as usual. I love that. I just liked the overall aesthetic. I liked the legendaries. I thought they were cool. And just, like, the Pokemon that came from that gen were just some of, like, my favorite Pokemon, like, to this day. Like, there's still a lot of designs that I was like, holy fuck, that's so cool.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like I've gone on and on about how as a kid I hyped myself up too much for Gen 3 and then was really let down by it. I never finished the game. I kind of stopped watching the show around that time as well. And even admittedly, I don't think I've ever talked about this, but I think even some of the Pokemon from Gen 3, there are definitely some good ones that I look back on now. And, that was a cool idea, but I think for the most part, I actually wasn't like a huge fan of the creatures of that one. But I do definitely remember, because what I would always do. Well, we were actually talking a little bit about this last night, the three of us. At the time, before patches existed, I think it's okay to just, kind of acknowledge this in retrospect now, but before patches existed for, like, the 3DS and things like that, the kind of unfortunate truth about new Pokemon games is that as soon as they would come out, we would know who all of the new Pokemon were immediately. Because people would, data mine the ROMs or whatever. So, like, we knew what Arceus was immediately, even though he wasn't really supposed to be revealed for another, like, maybe 2 years in. Because at the time, it was like, every generation, okay, we'll make this last for about 3 to 4 years, and we'll do a bunch of movies, and we'll reveal the new legendaries that are, in the cartridge. And you just aren't supposed to know about them, but you sure do, because if you go to Cerebi.net, God knows they're all there.
Yeah.
Cerebi got fucking renders of stuff already for the new Pokemon shit. And I'm like, where did you get that?
Yeah. Where'd you get that?
Pokeball. Like, where did you get that Pokeball?
Yeah. But I remember seeing when they showed all the new creatures, and I remember immediately seeing, Arceus and, like, all the legendaries and Giratina and a lot of that stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, these are definitely cooler, at least at the time, than the Gen 3 ones that I was kind of let down by a little bit. But as for why I didn't play the game, I mean, I was in college, and I was definitely, my attention was divided on many other things, and I was playing. The sad thing is, I think in that era, I was playing, like, really crappy anime games. This is kind of a funny little side note. I never thought to talk about this. When I was in my first year of college, the two games I was primarily playing were One Piece Unlimited Adventure, which was a Wii game. Yeah, which is awful. I do not recommend it. And then,
like, the demo of that was terrible.
Yeah, it was awful. And then I also got the Bleach game, which was Bleach Shattered Blade. It was for Wii. Which basically is I use giant quotation marks around the word fighting game, where you just shake the Wiimote stick and then you win.
Are like fighting games, like they're structured like a 2D fighting game for the most part. I remember another really famous one was on, like, the DS or something.
Oh, the Bleach games.
Yeah.
That
was also, like, a fighting game, which I didn't hear was super great.
Yeah, I that's the only one that I played. And actually, the pathetic thing was, the only reason that I got both of those games is because, like, the Bleach game had some of the incredibly interesting and in-depth Arrancar characters in it that just have so much personality. And they were going to have their English voices for the first time, which I wanted to hear. So I bought the game just to be able to hear their voices. And then same thing with One Piece. That was that One Piece game was one of the first things that Funimation dubbed with the new Texas cast after they kind of licensed rescued it from 4Kids. So I wanted to hear what all the characters sounded like. So that's why I was spending my time playing not good video games like that, as opposed to picking up. Because even actually, a couple of my animator friends who weren't even, like, nearly as big Pokemon fans as I was, like, because I was obsessed, people know this, they got Platinum, because I remember they were playing it at the time. But yeah, just somehow I just kind of passed over it, which I felt really bad about in retrospect, because so many people I know
So good.
are like they talk about how it's like one of their absolute favorites. So here's me as a slash little sand slash. Yay!
I saw a lot of people were talking about the backing up slightly. They're talking about apparently Team Galactic was really good in the anime. That might be a big reason.
You know what? That is a good point, because, like, I think I mentioned this a while ago too. So another one I skipped weirdly was X and Y. Yeah. But I love the anime. I actually think that the anime is, in my opinion, I think it, as far as, like, the Saturday morning, like, toy driven kind of kid shows, like Beyblade and Yu-Gi-Oh, that kind of stuff, I think that Pokemon X and Y is the best of those kid series in terms of story.
I didn't watch it at the time because I haven't watched the Pokemon anime in years, but I remember everyone was telling me, like, holy shit,
yeah,
the XY anime got so good.
Yeah,
really?
it's fantastic. Yeah, in fact, I always say this. I highly recommend, if any of you guys have not seen it, I think the whole thing is on Netflix, like, including the X, Y, and Z final season. It is absolutely, and not to say that the Sun and Moon series and the The Journey series isn't also great. In fact, I think that there's some new Journeys episodes coming out very soon. I think there was just an announcement about that. But yeah, X and Y was absolutely incredible, and that's the thing is because I having not played at the X and Y games. I don't even remember why. Again, I just for some reason I missed out on it.
Hey, Kirby
Excuse me. Oh, really? Hey, hi Kirby Otaku. How you doing? Go subscribe to them. They do cool animation stuff. Yeah. We've never actually gotten to like meet before. We just followed each other on Twitter. And I was like, oh hi, I love your work. Oh, I love your work. What? Oh my god. They're very nice. But I remember people telling me like, oh dude, Team Flare sucks. Like they're so uninteresting. They have nothing going on for them. And I was like, oh, that's a bummer. But in the show, Lysander and Malva and all them, like they have so much cool material for themselves. So that is possible. Maybe because I mean the anime has been influencing the games like more and more and more and more with each generation. I feel like, and in good ways. I feel, especially just in terms of like having the gym leader characters matter more and like getting a lot more screen time, compared to that kind of stuff. Yeah. So. Freaking.
Yeah, I guess continuing on like.
Oh yeah, sorry, we totally tangented. Sorry, please go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Because I mean we're still on the topic of Pokemon anyway, so it's like whatever. Other stuff that I liked about it. I liked the as simple as like the interactions between the characters. I felt like the characters were kind of really like more like they were well written for that game. Like it was just very charming and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the era of them having fun with their writing.
Yeah.
Wasn't that also around the time that like Rangers came out and that had like a really good writing?
Oh yeah, I loved Pokemon Rangers and like the second one too, like the Shadows of Elmia. I lived for that game.
A question was I think it were the Pokemon contests that was still a thing in the in Gen 4, right? Like because they had yeah. Because
if anything, they fleshed them out.
Yeah, it basically perfected it because I'm curious how they're going to do that with the remake now because like they had the whole beauty contest thing and you have to have certain moves like that are like cool, smart, like cute or beautiful, and like all this other stuff. I'm like I'm really interested to see how they interpret that stuff.
See, in Gen 3. I never even tried that stuff. I think I just completely.
A lot of fun.
Well, I completely just like passed over it. I want to say maybe I might have tried it once, and I was like, all right, I don't like this. I'm not gonna bother with this nonsense. Like at the time, but I remember because it was funny to me. Now, obviously, like they have like a new sort of gimmicky thing like that every game. Like Black and White had like the movie studio thing, right?
Yeah.
And then
that's actually super cool.
Yeah. What did X and Y have that was like that kind of equivalent, like the extra thing?
Oh, I don't remember. It's been so long.
I think they had something equivalent to that. They had like a photo shoot thing.
It was called something different. I know.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe it was just replaced by Poke Anime or something like that.
Pokemon Anime. Well, there's always stuff like that too. But I feel like there's also like some kind of like ancillary like event stuff that you could do, like a contest. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I guess and that is something I do wonder about because in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I believe they did bring back the contest stuff in that, didn't they?
Or did they? I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah, they did.
Yeah, so
the different types of Pikachus, didn't they?
That's right. Yeah, the costumes. Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Then I'm curious if they'll keep that again this time or if they'll replace it with because especially since this one's going to be on console, obviously. I wonder if like they'll like change that up a little bit or they'll do something else with it. I wonder.
I don't know. It would be interesting to see it. I hope they go like full like flair with it. Like you can actually make the Pokemon like go down the runway or whatever.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, that is a good point. Since like it's because of just the graphical capabilities comparatively, like
make it visually more interesting.
Yeah, because that would probably get me because admittedly, that is something that I tend to skip about. Like, I didn't do the campfire stuff in what's it called, in Sword and Shield, which I know is like a horrible mistake for me to have not even indulged in that, because it like gets you levels and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I often tend to skip that kind of stuff in most of them for some reason. But yeah, if it's like very visually appealing and stuff, I might give that a shot. Yeah, here's me as a Smeargle. Miss Smeargle. I'm gonna paint with fucking purple because I just fucking love purple, you guys. Oh my fucking god! Don't even fucking talk to me until I've drawn with my purple.
Kudo chat member
Kudo Tsurugi, hello.
Yeah, he mentions like I wonder if they'll incorporate the elements of Platinum's story as post game content. I think we were talking about that earlier.
we were thinking about it being totally like DLC. Yeah, like they'll have it with like like Diamond and Pearl just as the base game, and then later on they're
well, so the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire game that had like the Delta episode. That was built in. That wasn't DLC. The Delta episode, which was basically like an expanded version of the Emerald stuff with like Rayquaza and everything.
Yeah. Like it's not like I can't imagine they wouldn't do something for it because they know that's like a fan favorite part. Is Platinum.
Yeah.
In fact, most people like Platinum more than the others do.
Yeah. Well, I was insane. Yeah, like my friends that played it in college, they were playing Platinum specifically. So
yeah, because the whole thing is that like Diamond and Pearl had some issues with it. So basically, Platinum was like listening to the community and fixing those issues, and then making a master game that was like the best of all of it.
Yeah. Here's something, because I guess kind of tangentially related. We got the announcement of Pokemon Legends. Which is very interesting. I'm definitely curious to hear more about that over the years, because, funnily enough, I did not play Breath of the Wild. Not because I don't think it's a fantastic game, but because I've actually just never been like a huge Zelda fan, like in general. So I passed on it, but I've seen like a full playthrough of it. I've watched. I know the game. But to see that this is kind of like a possibly Breath of the Wild-esque kind of Pokemon game, that's very interesting. And
the main complaint I've seen, I think, was a complaint we were sort of feeling with it, where it's like, oh, it's an open world Breath of the Wild, super cool. Oh, it's still turn-based combat, not as cool.
Yeah. Which, because it's like if they're gonna do a sub-series like that, and especially where it looks like the catching mechanics are like real time, like you're just out there, catching them like as if you would if you were, in a real environment or whatever. Then to know that the battle system otherwise is just like it's more.
I guess it's just because it's not like a side game like we initially thought it was gonna be. When we saw the stuff for it, they pretty much said it's like, oh no, this is the next Pokemon game. This is where we're moving forward.
Well, I mean, I guess we still don't 100% know that for sure yet.
It's just kind of what they were implying.
Yeah. I have to make this Mightyena work with me now. I'm gonna draw myself as a fucking Mightyena.
So I kind of understand that, like, they wouldn't 100% commit to something like that. This is sort of just them, like, pushing us towards that way. It's like, don't worry, it's not too crazy different. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's even going to be an experiment. Maybe if it does, like, just absolute fucking gangbusters. I mean, because, the Diamond and Pearl remake, like, yeah, I know, obviously people have been, anticipating that. I was even saying, I think a few nights ago we were talking about this as well, where, like, when they did the 20th anniversary movie, the Pokemon I Choose You movie that was like season 1 as a movie, but kind of not really, whatever. I remember in that movie the kind of like not Misty, not Brock characters that joined Ash in that story. They had a Piplup and a Lucario. And at the time, I was like, "Oh, they're clearly going to set up for a Diamond and Pearl remake, because like if they're going to promote, two of the most prominent, popular Diamond and Pearl. I mean, like even the fact that like in Legends, you have 3 different starters from different regions, and then Piplup are you can just catch them in the wild. Everybody can have a Piplup because we know you fucking love Piplup. Oh my god, this one actually does look a lot like me. I didn't realize Mighty Anna was such a good choice.
I told you. What's a good choice?
Yes. Yeah. Fucking Ben would be proud of me right now. Yes, Michaela can put the feather in her cap of having picked out a lot of the choices that I had for this one. So, but yeah, no. So I figured with Diamond and Pearl, like, okay, they know people have been wanting this for a long time. Excuse me. You know, here it finally is, of course.
A perfect choice for like a 25th anniversary thing, like 100%.
Well, also just the timing of it is great, but I think that having like, you know, okay, here's like a very, I don't want to say fan servicey, but like something that has been like demanded and anticipated for a very long time, and then also, hey, let's try something kind of experimental, especially now that, like, you know, for all intents and purposes, the Switch is the Nintendo console. There is no separate you know, handheld Pokemon console anymore. So, or Pokemon console, you know, Nintendo console. same thing. It's that's not true. That's not true. There's a lot of really great.
It's like how the N64 was the rare console.
No, that's not true. I had a ton of a ton of N64 games.
True.
Oh, it's not.
If you ever looked at the list of N64 games and picked out all the good games, you're like, oh look, there's 3 good Nintendo games.
Oh no, I'm not getting into this argument with you on this discussion. No, thank you, sir. One of the very first Curblogs I ever did actually was my top 10 N64 games. So, shut the hell up. Everybody go back if you want to take a little trip down memory lane to like 2013 or 14 maybe. Go check out my top 10 N64 games Curblog from way back. Anyway, yeah, but sorry. Okay, so I got going 30 subjects back every fucking time. Yeah, I can see, I notice. Arceus, right. So Legends is focused very much on Arceus in terms of the story, and they've established that this game is taking place specifically in Sinnoh. That they chose to have this experimental kind of game into. So that certainly makes me think there's got to be some kind of connection between the two games in some way, some kind of connectability. Even if we'll be getting, because the Diamond and Pearl remake is end of this year, I think they said, right? And then the Legends game is not until 2022, I think, right? Yeah. So I imagine maybe even here's my theory. I think the base game will include the Giratina Platinum stuff. And if not straight up, then I could definitely fold to, they might do you know, like a DLC pack that has like some of that stuff separately. But there's that. And then I also think that when Legends hits, I think that there will be some kind of direct interconnectivity, and they'll have, like, if anything, some DLC stuff for that particularly that will maybe fulfill and actually, you know what, we were talking about this again yesterday and we weren't really sure. In the chat, if anybody knows, like, offhandedly, is it not true that in the original release of Diamond and Pearl, because I vaguely remember hearing something about this, that something happened where they didn't actually include, like, the item you needed somehow to summon Arceus, so you couldn't actually get Arceus or something like that? I remember hearing about this a long time ago, but I don't remember, like, what the whole cause was. So I might be completely off base with that. But what were the other, like, later... Was Shaman, I think, was one of them, right? For Diamond and Pearl, was he another, like, later legendary that they had, I think, right?
For Diamond and Pearl, I don't think so, no.
For Shaman? No, what, wasn't it Shaman? Hold on. Actually, I'm going to look this up.
I'm pretty sure Shaman is a black and white.
No, yeah. I don't think so. I think he was Gen 4. Hold on. Let me go check this.
Because Shaman, I think, is associated in a way with the swords.
No. Oh, yes, he was. No, he was. I was right. Okay, yeah, because it was Regigigas, who was in one of the movies as well. Obviously, Dialga and Palkia, the three spirits were prominent in the show. Giratina, Cresselia, Manaphy had its own movie. Darkrai had its own movie. Shaman had its own movie. and then Arceus had its own movie. That's right.
Also,
Yes. Okay, I was right.
Yeah, but it wasn't in Diamond and Pearl though. I think it was introduced in Platinum.
Oh yeah. Well, sorry. I guess I should have said Generation 4 in general, but yes. Yeah.
Also, from what I've been able to see, Arceus, he was one of those you had to go to a Nintendo event to get his item to summon him thing.
Right, yeah, which was this...
Which apparently only happened in Japan, so we never got him over.
Oh, which that's so weird to me, because I remember... kind of relevant story. I went to go see the Shaman movie. I think it was the Shaman movie. Oh, no. I think the Shaman movie was like on Cartoon Network or something, but that was around the time that they had the event. And I remember because I went with a friend of mine in college at the time to Toys R Us to get Shaman. And that would have been, if I'm looking at the order of the new Pokemon right, that would have been before the Arceus one. Because I think there were like 4 or 5... Diamond and Pearl Pokemon movies. I think there were a lot of them, but and I saw most of them at the time because I usually always tried to make it a habit of watching the Pokemon movies. So
I'm really excited to see what they do with the underground stuff with Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, now tell me about that, because that's like, I think did Ruby and Sapphire have a similar thing where you made like a home base or something, like you dug out like an area?
Like a tree fort.
Okay, so tell me, because tell me about that, because I don't even remember how that stuff went. I know that there was like
it's basically the same format. It's basically like the same idea, but like underground, and you can also like mine for like gems and stuff.
Oh yeah, people really liked that, didn't
Yeah,
they?
no, I loved playing that. I loved doing
so
that.
Cool. You can basically decorate it like it's your own little room.
Like, do you remember like the DS game like Fossil Fighters, and like how you had to dig up the fucking fossils and stuff? It was basically like that, but Pokemon.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, you could decorate it like it was like your own little like.
Yeah, it's like your own little. It's basically your secret base, and then you could have your friends come over and like play hide and seek in your base. And,
Whoa!
Because it was like a complete underground, and you can like literally locate and set traps if you want to like trap people from not getting into your room and stuff, because there was like a flag system where you could go into people's bases and steal their flags. It was basically a giant game of like capture the flag.
Damn, that's cool. Okay, huh.
Yeah, it was really fun back when, you know, the wireless was supported. It's not now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for the original DS, yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I remember I was playing my like my older version, obviously, of Diamond. And I was sitting there and I was going underground and I was doing stuff and I was like, oh yeah, I can't play the fun part of it now because the wireless thing isn't a thing anymore.
Well, yeah, and I guess that probably applies for the wireless, maybe like local, but not like online battles. I guess you wouldn't be able to do that with that game anymore either, would you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a shame. That's why you gotta get a original Game Boy and fucking play with the link cable. When we were watching the little the montage rather of all the older games and everything, and you guys saw the fucking link cable, you're like, oh god, it was such a pain in the ass. It's like, that was my shit. That was how I played. That was good.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that exactly. It's like, we understand.
Yeah, it still sucks ass, of course, absolutely.
No one ever invested in a long link cable. You always got the small one for some goddamn reason.
I think that was the one. I think that the small one was the one that like came with the Game Boy. Maybe I can't remember.
Which means that you're basically just kissing your friend while you're trying to trade that fucking.
Hey! You want to know something? There's nothing wrong with that.
It's like,
nothing wrong with smooching. No, nothing wrong with smooching and trading. God,
here's your spiel. Oh, thanks, bro. What, bro? Do it again.
Oh my god, I love you, bro. What? I mean, I love Halo. I love Halo, bro. Oh my god.
And he just like holds his head.
Remind me, what was it the first? No, maybe it wasn't the first year, but was Roark, the guy with the kind of cute little like construction helmet? Was he like the guy that like? Does he like introduce you to the underground mechanic stuff?
No, it's I think he gives you the kit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But there's an old guy in like a later city that basically is like, this is how you use it, kind of thing.
Oh, that's his dad, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
but he also appears in the underground thing to be like, this is how it works, stupid.
Yeah, this is how you do the mining, and
right.
this is how you get the gems and shit.
Right.
You had an island.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. No, I'm gonna use the actual colors. I realized because I didn't change the colors of the other Pokemon, so I'll just keep the actual colors as they are. But I stylized the hair. Fucking derp ass Mightyena.
That's what I did with mine.
Your version of fucking Mightyena just looks like he's going, what's a yiff?
I don't know what DTY is, but yeah, sure, totally. Oh.
Oh.
Like slowly approaching.
No, still never been to a furry con. Would love to visit one. I'm not kidding about that. I hear they're fun. So, shut. Oh my God, fuck's sake. God Almighty. Where was I going with that?
I don't know, where were you going with that?
I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore. Jesus. What else? Well, let's talk a little bit more about Legends. So, yeah, I don't play a whole lot of open world games, but I will say, when I played Sword and Shield, and I've talked about this before too, the wild area was the most relaxing shit I've ever seen. It was so nice. That was. I loved the entire game, like that entire experience of Sword and Shield, but probably that was like my favorite aspect of it, was just going to the wild area, vegging out on my bed for like a few hours, just getting completely lost and just catching, because they would update with new ones and, the weather system and all that stuff. And it was just so chill. And especially because at that time, like I needed like something to, like, I was very, very, very highly stressed out at the time. So like I needed something to relax with. And Sword and Shield hit. It's funny because then like a few months later when the quarantine began, then that was Animal Crossing for, including you guys. Like that was like the chill game for everybody on planet fucking Earth. But yeah, Sword and Shield was it for me without a doubt. So I was super grateful to have that and just get lost in. So I don't know, with Legends, that's the big thing that I'm kind of interested in, is just like the veg out states of just like, okay, cool, I can just go and catch a bunch of Pokemon and just enjoy myself and take in all the scenery and everything like that. That's the big thing that gets me excited. But what about an open world Pokemon game like this? Are you guys most curious about seeing what happens?
I really want to see how a fight starts. Like if it's gonna be the same thing where it's like, oh, I just ran into them, or could they like legit chase me? Another thing is like how they showed them throwing a Pokeball and successfully catching a Pokemon, but what's it like when it fails? Do they get mad? Do they go after you?
Ooh, you know what I want to know? I want to know if they're going to incorporate like how the Pokemon just act in a natural environment. Like if there's some that are swimming in the water or like eating grass or whatever the fuck. Like just something simple like that where it's like you can see like a Greedent in a tree like eating berries or something. I
have to imagine that because the little bit that we saw of that was just like them in the grass, which is the standard for Pokemon. But
something like that in the camps where we could actually see them just roaming and doing their own shit and reacting to one another. Maybe they'll expand that in this game.
Yeah,
have it happen wild more, so they're not just stagnant like.
Yeah. I have to imagine, at the very least, like stuff like certain ones that you can find in the water and maybe up in the Skyrim trees. Yeah, like
a lot of questions I have for this game. Like, it's an old game, right? Do they know what evolution is? Like,
oh yeah, I mean,
happen? Is that so? Because it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna
make Sinnoh's first. It said Sinnoh's first Pokedex.
Yeah. So is it gonna be a cool little journey of you just kind of your character discovering like, holy shit, that's how a Pokemon works? Like.
I guess
a bite is a baby Garchomp? What?
I mean, you know what? That is very possible because on that note, and maybe again, you guys might know this a little bit better than me because I think a lot of very important things about like the quote unquote deeper lore of the Pokemon universe are gone over in the Diamond and Pearl world. Like I think that there's just the fact that like the Pokemon of creation, what is essentially the god of Pokemon, is specifically from is associated with Sinnoh. So I don't know.
Hey, when you think about it, like Diamond and Pearl is talking about like the Diamond and Pearl Pokemon, right? So Dialga and Palkia, and Platinum is talking about Giratina, and then this is sort of like, oh yeah, here's the god of them. Like it's sort of a weird sequel in a way, like how Platinum is a sequel to like Diamond and Pearl. It's like, oh yeah, here's a game about that last one.
Well, yeah, well, it's a prequel in some sense. It's actually a prequel.
No, it is a prequel. They've literally called it a prequel.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to think about too. It's like Pokemon always comes in twos, but we've only seen Arceus. Is there going to be a different god that they haven't shown yet because they don't want to reveal it?
Well, I feel like, and that might lend itself to the fact that this maybe isn't necessarily like the next mainline Pokemon game. I don't know if they'll do a different version this time. I think that maybe it'll just be the game.
Something about it is like the fact that they're calling it. Pokemon Legends Arceus kind of feeds my like theorist of like maybe there will be another one and they just haven't shown it yet.
Well, what my assumption is not so much not so much another version of this one. By the way, I'm drawing myself as a Lopunny next because I'm a sexy little bunny rabbit. Maybe not so much a direct sequel to this or another version of this one, but another region to explore. Like say if they wanted to do here we never got a Pokemon Z, right? So or whatever, yeah, like maybe like Pokemon Legends Zygarde, and that could be like ancient Kalos or something.
We could have a Pokemon Legends Unknown. They could finally talk about what the fuck the Unknown are.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Dude, that'd be the coolest.
Oh man, I love Johto, so I would be super biased for that.
I love if they did that.
What would be here? Let's analyze this. Let's have some fun with this. Okay, so what is a legendary Pokemon from each generation? Just like I'm doing a different creature from each generation for this drawing meme. Thanks, Michaela. What is a legendary Pokemon from each generation? And we don't have to do it like necessarily in order if one comes to mind. That hasn't been like the featured like on the cover one. That has plenty of stuff to it that could be explored.
I think one would probably be Mew.
Okay. Yeah.
Like Mew and Mewtwo.
Probably not Mewtwo because they focused enough on Mewtwo. They have a whole.
I know, but like if they were to make a 2-game thing, it would be
no. Actually, don't even think about it. Let's think about it in the pretense of maybe it's just one. Like it's just one version. Like how this is just Arceus.
If it's just one version, Mew would be perfect because it's a very vague Pokemon that we've seen forever. This has so many theories behind it, and they've never really explained what his deal is.
I think more Darkrai.
A Darkrai, I suppose, could work too.
Well, he's also he's Gen 4 too, though, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So is Deoxys, unfortunately.
No. Deoxys is 3. But remember, they've already done a lot with Deoxys as it is because they did the Delta episode stuff. It would have to be like another Gen 3 Pokemon that they haven't had a whole lot of emphasis on.
Gen 2, I think, would be Unknown.
Okay.
The only thing that they've done for Unknown is in the Entei movie when they're like, oh yeah, there's scribbles on a wall that summon Entei. It's like, that can't be all they are.
That's another thing in Gen 4 too. There is a lot of about the there's like a ruin in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl as well that talk about the unknowns.
Right?
Yeah, and you can catch like a good chunk of them. There's certain ones that are version exclusive. Like, you can only get part of the alphabet in one version and part of the other.
It is implied there is a whole dimension that Entei is from that we've never seen.
Entei specifically from with what?
Because in the movie they talk about that the way to summon Entei.
No. I'm only saying this because that is one of my favorite movies, and I've watched it about 7,000 times. Entei actually didn't have anything to do with the unknown. The plot of that film was that the guy, the professor dude, was researching the unknown specifically, and then
the professor to a dimension, and he became Entei.
No. What happened was on a completely separate note. He would read bedtime stories to the little girl, Molly, or me, about Entei, and because they played pretend together, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm Entei, ride me," So then, when he disappears because of the he gets sucked into the unknown dimension or whatever. No, what happens is they find the little girl, the unknown dude, and they feed off of her emotions, and then because she has this like deep association with Entei as her dad. They bring him to life in the form of Entei. So that version of it, because actually I remember in the show there was another separate episode where they see the real Entei, like just in the wild, right? Just like they, because they saw Suicune, and then there was also the Raikou special and all that kind of stuff. So that the movie 3. Which, by the way, that was Dan Green, like, doing Dan Green before Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is really funny to me. Like, that was, like, the precursor to, hello, I'm Dan Green, doing my hot Dan Green voice.
Unknown have, like, a type of dimension that we haven't seen before.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, well, it's funny, because of that movie, even back then, their powers were so vague and mysterious and unknown. They were always... And also, I just love, like, the very simplistic and, like, kind of disturbing design of them. So actually that's a big one that I feel like maybe they might have to have like another like bigger, more imposing legendary like associated with it too.
There would have to be some kind of like you go to their dimension and it's like, oh yeah, here's like the mother unknown or something, and it's fucking terrifying. I've always thought that.
Yeah.
So, like the unknown need like some kind of evolution or something that they can do, a mode shift, if you will, like some other mystics and legendaries have. Right.
I'm looking at the Gen 3 ones.
Chat was talking about that Jirachi might be a good one.
Yeah, Jirachi's a lot of fun too. I know that they often use the and maybe you guys would know this better than I do. Is it true that they tend to use the what's it called? It's just because I love that movie so much. I watched it like 1,000 times. Is it true that the cute legendary, like the Mew and Celebi-esque kind of legendary Pokemon, they tend to utilize them a lot in spin-offs, like Mystery Dungeon and
Jirachi had its own special, didn't it? Where like it was like Wishmaker Jirachi.
They always get movies. There's a Jirachi movie. There's several Celebi movies. There's a Manaphy movie. And Victini. No, I'm talking in the games specifically. Are they? Because Michaela, you've played the Mystery Dungeon games a lot, obviously. Are like the cutesy legendaries like that? Are they more prominent in those kind of games in terms of like how they're utilized?
Not Jirachi, but Celebi was a big one for Explorers of Time and Darkness.
Okay. Well, Jirachi... Oh, can I show this, by the way? Can I show this on the stream? The thing you just finished? Yeah. So, Michaela has been working the last, I don't even know how many hours now on this really adorable piece of artwork. She drew the three of us as Dawn and Lucas and Barry with the 3 starters. Yep. Here is her actual expression and level of excitement over the Diamond and Pearl remake.
So fucking cute.
And she immediately claimed Piplup. I immediately claimed Chimchar because of the Goku thing. And then Germ was left with Turtwig, the underappreciated boy.
But he was okay with it.
I'm okay with Turtwig. I really like Turtwig.
He is a very good boy. It's true.
Torterra's a beast.
Torterra was had a great little role in Detective Pikachu, actually. So, all right, I'm done being a sexy little bunny rabbit.
It's just
Low
it is
pony.
complete circumstance that Barry and me have like extremely similar hair.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
just works. It
Because I
just
never
works.
played Diamond and Pearl when I was younger, so it's like
See, and by the way, question about that too. Oh yeah, now I get to do Cup Chew. Yay. Okay, so question about that. So with Gen 3, your rival was just the opposite gender character that you didn't pick, right?
Yeah.
So, but with Diamond and Pearl, was Barry, I guess, the first? I know some people love this or hate this, but was he? Yeah, but yeah, he was the first of like I'm your rival, but I'm not a total asshole like Blue / Gary or Silver / Giovanni's son.
He's like a sweetheart little kid kind of thing, where he's like he's kind of a better Hop. Cough, cough. I said it.
no one likes Hop. It's okay to say
Hey,
that.
I like Hop.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's people who do like Hop. Actually, that's why I said cough, cough. But anyway, Barry was basically like the rambunctious little kid that was just constantly excited to fight you, while the opposite gender thing of what you chose was basically like a little assistant that would also fight you as well, but was more like informative, being like, oh, here's some potions and stuff after you. Yeah, exactly. So there was like the helpful one and the one that was like, I'm your rival, I'm gonna fucking chase you to the championship kind of thing.
Okay.
But the other one was just like a little helper.
And then in Sun and Moon, they just acted like that the other gender version just did not exist.
Oh,
yeah, they're just like, bye.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, because I wasn't sure if they because they don't always have the opposite gender character be a separate character in every game. Because then obviously in Black and White, then we had Sharon and Bianca as the two like kind of rival characters. So that was my first. Oh yeah, so then actually I guess on that note, I didn't realize that. So then Diamond and Pearl was also the first time that you have two different rival characters, huh?
I guess to
yeah.
an extent, yeah.
And honestly, Black and White was more 3 because N is really more your rival than the other.
I mean, N is kind of his own entity.
I always looked at him as more the traditional rival, and then the other two are like leaning towards the friend rival.
I guess so. Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, because like N is just so like incredible. Wow. Come right out and fucking say it. Why don't you? He's so integral to like the story. Like separately from any other other character. I'll just see myself out, guys. That I don't know. Like I kind of consider him to be like his own sort of thing, separately from everybody else.
But there's so many interactions he has with you that are so personal on both of your like relationship that it makes him feel like a rival. You know.
Well, sure, but even in some case, I would say that perhaps he's even more than a rival, because no.
Not like that.
Well, no, because think about that. Like, with your rivals, like, yeah, you have lots of fun cutscenes. Well, and if anything, by the way, that's kind of why, to defend him a little bit, that's kind of why I do like Hop so much, because you do really get to know him a lot throughout the whole course of that game. And, like, I found him very endearing, but I know some people are just like, oh, whatever, he's annoying. And it's like, fine, fair enough. But, yeah, because N had, so much to do with, like, the villain team and everything as well. And, like, the rival characters in comparison, they were just there to be on the journey, and then they help you with, the other stuff that's happening and everything. But yeah, I don't know. N is kind of like he's kind of like a separate thing, and even, by the way, the fact that like in the show, he got an entire like separate storyline, like onto himself.
Apparently that actually started in Gen 3 because of Wally.
That's right. Oh my god. You know what? And I feel bad because I do like Wally as well. So I feel bad for that.
The other player character was also in Gen 3.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, chat. Wow. No, I feel bad because I actually do like Wally as a character. Wow. And also he's my favorite Pixar movie. I'm a cub chew because as these guys can attest from having talked to me the last few months, I'm a sniffly boy.
He's a sniffly boy.
It's true. Sorry. Sniff.
The picture that I sent, Get in Loser, we're fighting God.
Oh.
Everybody in chat's fucking loving on N. Goddamn right. This is what we
Of course.
Damn straight.
Huge shout out to my boy Damon Mills, who's a very prolific anime voice actor. He just got to voice N recently in Pokemon Masters, the mobile game, which is super cool. Yeah, he's a really great fit for that character. N has had. Actually, you want to know something? I think I told this story before on another Curb Live many years ago. But okay, so I was talking about how I got to work on the Pokemon Generations animated shorts that were on the YouTube channel a few years ago, right? And I got to voice Colress and Berg and Bryson from Black and White, which I was really excited about because I love Black and White so much, right? Cool. Yeah, and so I worked on the two of those, but I also auditioned for a few other characters. So I auditioned for N because I did not get to audition for N in the series, which I was really bummed about. I did an episode of the show that N was in, and I was like, yay, cool, I get to be in the show again, like another little quick episode where also I snuck in an "It's No Use" reference into that episode of the show, which I was very proud of myself for. But nonetheless,
that's great.
But I was so bummed because oh man, I'd really love to audition for N. He's such a cool character. So I got to read for him, and then I think I did audition for him in Masters as well. So I feel like I've had enough like fair shots that like all right, there's other people better to fit him than me. So, but the funny thing was when I got the call confirming that I was going to get to voice in Generations. The director called me up and was like, "Chris, you've booked the part of N," and I'm like, "Oh my god, oh!" And then like 5 minutes later, she calls back, "Oh, Chris, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake. You're actually going to be voicing Colress," and I'm like, "That's cool too. Okay, yeah, that's fine too." But secretly in the back of my head, I was kind of like, "Shit." But I was still because Colress is also a really awesome character, and then the surprise thing was when I did I don't know if you guys remember the Generation shorts, but there's the one where it's when Team Plasma invades the Pokemon League Stadium at the very end, and all the gym leaders show up and like fight against them, and it's awesome. So because they only had a couple lines, and they needed to multicast, so I did Colress, and then after I was done. I did Berg, who was the bug gym leader from like the like Manhattan kind of city, and so I did him. We must do everything we can for each and every Pokemon as well. And then after I was done, the producer was like, "Hey, can you do like some? How's your Bruce Lee impression?" And I'm like, "Well, you mean like the noises like the oh kind of stuff?" And he's like, "Yeah, because Bryson doesn't talk, but he's got some." He's got some like fight noises and stuff. Do you want to do him too? And I'm like, hell yeah! Are you kidding me? So I got to do like Bryson, like kicking the crap out of a Team Plasma guy with his bear tick in the background. Speaking of which, as I'm drawing Cubchoo, he.
Asking her chat asked, "Are you Colress in the anime or in Master?"
No, I know, and neither. I was Colress in Pokemon Generations, which was a series of shorts that were on the Pokemon YouTube channel. If you go search those. I was in two of them. I was in two of the Black and White ones, and I got to be Colress, Berg, and Bryson. Yeah, Eli James, I think, was him in the show. He was awesome in the series. And you know what's funny? In that same little mini arc with N, Getsus was of course in there, and he was played by the guy who does Brock.
Oh, wow!
And he was doing sort of like an Emperor Palpatine sort of thing like this.
The sweetest, goofiest character to Gexus, this fucking guy thinks
this awful, like this like abusive father character. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was many years ago now already that I did those. I think that was like 2015, 16, something like that. But that was a lot of fun. I was so honored to get to be a little part of the franchise again. So.
Hell yeah.
I'm drawing Cubchoo me in one of my 7 million fucking Captain America hoodies, as people know I have many of.
They're really nice.
They
I
are.
Actually also wanted to get a Captain America hoodie, and I'm not even the biggest Captain America guy. Like, his hoodies are just really fucking quality. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, also because like blue and white with a little red mixed in, like I don't know, like it's a nice kind of color combination. So yeah.
It makes me think of those rocket pops, the ones with the.
Yeah, they're the popsicles. Yeah.
Yeah. I love those.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Cubchoo with big long snout. Goo.
Snooter booter.
Scabba goober. Alrighty. And now, oh god, now Oh. Now I have to do drag algae.
Oh no.
I picked him because he's skinny like me. Oh my god. Well, here we go. Trying to draw myself as a disgusting sea creature.
I think I'm most looking forward to the Morkrum one because I think that just fits you to a T.
Oh yeah, well that's how it started. I know. What happened was because those of you who don't know, I've been doing these little daily drawings on Twitter where I've been drawing Dragon Ball Z characters as Pokemon. Which, by the way, I think I forgot if I told you guys this. By total happenstance, I maybe I subconsciously remembered this, but it was also the anniversary of not the original manga, but the Dragon Ball anime series. I think yesterday it was the 35th anniversary of when the first episode of Dragon Ball premiered in Japan. Yeah, so by total happenstance, I was like, oh, perfect. So the Pokeball Z thing ended up being kind of appropriate after all. So yeah, I've been drawing these daily things of Dragon Ball Z characters as Pokemon. And yesterday I posted Babidi as an Elgium and Dabura as a Grimmsnarl. And I was looking at, I remembered Impidimp and I forgot about Morgrim.
Oob.
Jesus. No, well, I also forgot about Oob, and yes, Courtney reminded me, and I felt very bad about myself. Yeah, so I was just looking at Morgrim, and I was like, I think this is me as a Pokemon, and I just never put that together, because, like, he's got my big nose, he's skinny, he's got the hair, he's got the long hair, like, it's me. It me. And then Michaela reminded me of the meme that she did with drawing herself as different Pokemon. Was that like last year? I think you did that.
A bit, yeah. I drew these a bit last year, and I didn't even like post them because they're not technically finalized. These were just like my first concepts of them, with exception of like my Bayonet and my Toxtricity. The Toxtricity I posted because I'm like, yo, this Pokemon's just fucking me in Gen 8.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was between that and then the Galarian Obstagoon because I love that baby to death.
Oh yeah, of course. Fucking, he wants to rock and roll all night and party every day.
Unless he's shiny, and then he's David Bowie.
Yeah, then he's Kira. Yeah, literally. Yeah, regular Obstagoon is your dream Pokemon, and then the shiny Obstagoon is Kira's dream Pokemon because she's like she lives breathes and shits David Bowie.
But like at the same time, I want the shiny one because I just love I'm hands down one of the best shinies I've ever seen.
Mostly vicariously because it's not fucking puke green.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that it's just like this nice red and it's this nice like magenta and blue together. I'm like, oh my god, it looks so nice.
It is really cool. I haven't.
Turns into a booger if he's fucking shiny.
No, you know what? Dragonite's green is a little bit nicer looking compared to the other ones.
Hate it. Why can't they just do something different?
I kind of like the fact that he's like a big green dragon. He's a big green dragon.
Like, he looks so weird. They did the same thing to Samurott not Samurott. They did the same thing to Salamence, so he's just a big green booger. It's like, god damn it! He's like purple or something.
Suffer.
My first fucking Pokemon that I got that was shiny was also a booger.
It was a Golbat, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, the Golbat and Zubat, yeah, those shinies, that's a gross green. Those are the kind that I really don't like.
Fucking booger.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? Hold on, because you've been posting these meme pictures in Discord. I have to, wait, did I skip? No, I didn't skip one. 7, 8, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then Legendary. Okay, no, we're good. Never mind. You made me doubt myself, chat. We didn't talk about how the Diamond and Pearl remake has the chibi art style to it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the difference between the battle version and the chibi.
I've seen about this on Twitter are so fucking weird.
Yeah, like people are like, I don't like it, and I'm like, what? How could you not? It's like a perfect mix between the style that they've been trying to go for with the 3D games and the old pixel style. It's perfect.
Some people don't like how dark it is, and I'm like, I actually kind of love how dark it is. Like,
well, the old Diamond game, like Diamond Pro game, had a lot of dark like areas, so I like that they transferred that over.
I like the lighting of this game a lot. It doesn't always have to be extremely saturated. You know?
Well, I as far as people complaining about like, oh, you know, the chibi thing or whatever, compared to the in battle, probably just because like we've gone from I think like 3 or 4 like main games in a row at this point where like everything in the style is consistent, and I get that, but at the same time,
I like something new.
Well, I think especially because this is, and also not only that it's new, but I think it's also it's fitting because it's the first remake of an older game on one of them on a major console instead of it being on a handheld. So I think that having that kind of like as a like throwback, as a throwback to the way that it used to look, like I think that's kind of nice. So.
I think it looks really fucking cool. People are memeing on the little chibis so much, and where most of them are just fucking hilarious. Some of them are just like fucking. I can't believe that the art style isn't the same in the battles as in the overworld. I'm like, but that's how Pokemon always was until like Let's Go.
Yeah. Oh no, not even. I feel like I think it was probably. X and Y that they switched fully to 3D for everything, and now like everybody thinks it's consistent.
I'm surprised that they didn't do what they're doing now. And I think it's adorable.
Yeah,
I love them.
I'm down with it. I think it's fun. So
yeah, definitely.
No skin off my ass. I'm gonna have these little spiky things poking through the fucking sweater because.
That's clever. I like that.
Because I mean, he's disgusting enough already. Why not make him even more disgusting?
He's not a disgusting sea creature. How dare?
Sea creature.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, chat. Feed my opinion. Agree with me. Make my ego massive.
Make my monster grow. Alrighty. Germ question. I don't think we talked about this. Michaela's talked about some of her favorite Pokemon on here before. What are some of your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, let's see.
I know you said you like Dragonite.
Yeah, I'm a big Dragon boy, so I love Dragonite. I love Samurott. Samurott. God damn it.
Salamence.
I hate. I don't like.
Because you hate Samurott.
I hate Samurott. Fucking. I've always been a fan. I know people hate him, but I fucking love Poplio. I love him.
What? People like Poplio? What are you talking about?
A lot of people hate Poplio.
Well, people don't like Primarina. I don't like Primarina, but I love its evolution.
Either, but I love Poplio and fucking.
I wanted Poplio to be a big clown boy when he got big, instead of whatever the heck Primarina's supposed to be.
But Primarina, we got the fucking greatest vine ever of the perfectly synced up. I mean, come on.
I don't care about that shit. I want my clown. I like clowns.
That's true. That is true. Do you ever raise a Mr. Mime?
I don't really. I like Mime Junior. I think that's one of the reasons why my Gen 4 Pokemon is actually a Mime Junior.
That's right. And Mime Junior, I think, was one of the first Gen 4 Pokemon that they revealed, if I'm remembering right.
I love Mime Jr., but I love... What is the fucking Galarian Mr. Mime called?
Oh, Mr. Rhyme.
Mr. Rhyme.
I love him. He's so cute. Amazing.
Yeah, I didn't care for Mr. Mime. Like, he's okay, I guess, but like Mime Jr. and Mr. Rhyme are where it's at.
I love my shit. He's so adorable.
His little tip-tappy shoes and his little cane.
Do you like... speaking of other clown-type ones, do you like Blacefaloon, the Ultra Beast?
I'm not a fan of Ultra Beast.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of the Ultra Beasts, I'm like, this just...
I like them. I like them because they're fucking terrifying, like legitimately.
I liked...
They're terrifying.
I liked the first batch of Ultra Beasts that they came out with.
The what?
I like the first batch of Ultra Beasts they came out with, like was it Guzzlord, the swole ass.
Yeah, those ones are fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, but it was like fucking Sun and Moon 2's Ultra Beasts, I thought were all terrible.
Well, Ultra Sun and Moon just in general was kind of a crappy game, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't like Tapu Lele, Tapu Koko, and all those ones. I thought they were just kind of stupid.
Really, I really like those guys.
I thought they were stupid. I don't know.
I think they're adorable, and conceptually, I thought they were really interesting.
They're kind of fun. Yeah, I kind of like them.
Yeah, the concepts are cool. I felt like they could have been executed better. I don't know.
I love Politoed.
Politoed's great.
Politoed. I like him, but I admittedly, because Poliwhirl is one of my favorite Pokemon, I got kind of bitter about when Misty's Poliwhirl evolved into a Politoed, and I was like, oh. So I have a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth on him, but he is cute.
Look, I love Poliwrath, don't get me wrong, but it makes more sense than Poliwrath as an evolution.
Oh, no, absolutely. No, I didn't want him to become a Poliwrath. I wanted him to stay as a fucking Poliwhirl because I love Poliwhirl. Yeah. Which you get because you were just saying when we watched the trailer, I'll catch an Oshawott, I'll start with an Oshawott, and then just never evolve him.
I'll evolve him into his second form.
Into Duat, right, of course.
I adore Duat. Duat's so one of my favorite designed Pokemon. And then he becomes Samurott.
Oh.
And then it just goes down the shitter.
I know. No, you were so cute. Why can they never just stay cute? Why can they never all be like Scorbunny, where Scorbunny just stays cute?
Yeah, Scorbunny's evolutionary thing was just
it's perfection.
Well, and I also clearly that was because okay, I'm sure you guys have picked up on this. By the way, here's Gregalgy. Fucking
I love him.
I'm skinny. My big nose and my long fucking hair. Good lord.
Here me am.
You've probably noticed that every generation there usually tends to be a certain one of the starters that is like, okay, you're going to be the one that's like the fucking star. You're going to be our Charizard for this generation, right? Like
Piplup. Piplup was the fucking star of that
generation. Piplup with Black and White. Black and White was kind of split down the middle a little. Oh, no, Oshawott. Oshawott was. Yeah, Oshawott was definitely the star one. And that, which is funny because...
I've always been a fan. I've never been a fan of Superior's line, but I love Tepig.
You know what? I actually like all of the Black and White starters, personally.
Yeah, they're all good in their own respects.
No, Seviper always, like, I like...
Superior.
Oh. Call things so similarly. Fucking... Superior is just like, oh, yeah, this cute little Snivy. Oh, he got like more scruffy. I like him. And then he becomes Superior, it's like, oh, he's a snake! What? Where did your leggies go?
Well, and also, to be fair, it's like the final evolutions of a lot of the starters, like they're not always like the most amazing kind of things in the world, especially because just like because they designed the first form starters to be like the most marketable, buy 1,000 toys of me, kind of creatures.
I
which
really have a Poplio plush. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, of course, yeah.
The Dragonite one that you named Bean.
Yeah, of course. I have my little Dragonite. He's adorable.
Yeah, I have a Litten somewhere.
I have a Litten and an Incineroar and a Galarian Obstagoon and 2 Sneasels and a Darkrai and a Meowth and a Pikachu and a Banette and a... I'm going to shut up now.
I adore Rotom, and I will always stand by the fact that fucking Sword and Shield didn't make that Galarian Rotom catchable. I'm so mad.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus.
And Gengar.
Of course. Gengar's a classic, absolutely.
I don't think there's a human being alive that doesn't like Gengar.
It's perfection.
Yeah, he's my dad's favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dad's got taste.
Yeah, well, no, mostly he just likes him because, as he claims, I was never able to beat him in Pokemon Stadium, even though I fucking did several times. But he said, nope, I used Gengar with the Dream Eater, the Hypnosis Dream Eater combo, and while you're drinking your blue water. No, that was later. Blue water came many years later. I don't know if I've ever... Okay, hold on. I don't know if I've ever said this but you guys know about this. So... I was big on sugar drinks as a kid, right? Like I used to drink a lot of iced tea and and Powerade, and for a while, yeah, I drank like fucking blue Mountain Blast Powerade by the fucking gallon. And my dad would always get it when I lived with him. He would always get it for me.
Blast? How did you survive? I can drink one of those, and then I feel like I'm gonna die.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'd have it with food, obviously, but yeah. But no, it was ridiculous. I had like way too much of that shit every day. And now I drink coffee and Snapples. You know, like it's that much better. Anyway, but
No, I'm no better.
You're drinking a what?
I'm drinking a Coke right now.
Oh, how dare you! No, I'm trying to get off soda. I'm not doing very good at it, but.
Oh no, I'm a horror for soda, man.
I'm trying to get off soda, and I've been doing a very, very bad
I know.
job.
I was good at it for a while, and then my mom fucking decided to get it again. She's like, "Oh, I crave." Yeah, it was like, "Oh, I was craving root beer. Do you want it?" And I'm like,
"Oh yeah, you know that alternative that you've been drinking, those ice drinks? Yeah, I didn't get those, but we have Coke." Like,
oh god, yeah, I tend to, these days, I only ever have, I gotta look up what Dartrix's fucking eyes look like, for fuck's sake. Dartrix eyes.
Oh yeah, that line that you're currently drawing, I also adore. That's like the best line in. Look, I love Poplio. I think Decidueye's line is perfection.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Like, yeah.
Hold on. This is what it looks like. Oh my god! Oh my god, he has like Curb's eyes! Wow! Look at this. Look, I'm posting a picture in the Discord. Oh my god, he literally has Curb's. Oh, then I'm gonna draw both of them open then.
What do you want?
Like what? Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god! And that's even he needs to be Decidueye because of the cloak.
Oh, that's right! Oh my god! He'd be a very tiny Decidueye.
Yeah, he's Dartrix height and has the same eyes, but he's a Decidueye.
Oh my god.
Also for Goodra.
Gudra is very cute.
Great.
He's very cute.
Not like Goodra. You start with fucking Goomy,
Dude.
which is a dork. I love him.
Dude,
Then comes
freaking
Sliggoo, which is the fucking baby, and then Goodra, which is the look. I rank a lot of my Pokemon based off of how easily I can hug them, and I could hug Goodra. I don't care if I get fucking covered in goo.
Dude. But also, you're the fucking you're the one that freaking brought up the fact that Goodra's technically a pseudo legendary, and that freaked me out. I was like, what do you mean he's a pseudo legendary?
It is not technically. It is a pseudo
Well,
legendary.
yeah. Well, yes, but I'm just like, oh, I didn't.
Now, hold on. What constitutes as a pseudo legendary?
It's literally like Pokemon classifies it as a pseudo legendary. There are specific pseudo legendaries. It's Dragonite, Garchomp, Salamence.
Oh, okay, so usually like the really powerful dragon types.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't like isn't like Noivern and is that considered one?
No, I thought it was Hydreigon.
Pseudo legendaries.
Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, How are you supposed to say that one? By the way, I've always said Hydreigon, but people really no, it's Hydreigon.
I think it is Hydreigon.
Okay, so it is Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, Metagross, Garchomp.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you mean then. Okay. Huh. I didn't realize that had like its own classification. I just figured like those really strong Pokemon that are towards the end of that Pokedex, but they're not legendaries.
And Dragapult.
Oh yeah. Oh, which I love that fucking weird thing, by the way.
Dragapult is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Every one of the pseudos. I think they're so fucking cool.
Dude, it's Ghost Dragon. How could I not love it?
Yeah, and fucking
tail. I love him.
Fun fact, I think that Gen 3 was the only generation to have 2 pseudos.
Oh?
Which is Salamence and Metagross.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hot take. I hate Metagross.
It's pretty Metagross. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It's like, well, he's also, he's Steven's, like, core Pokemon, right?
Also hot take. Heatran can suck a dick.
Oh, Heatran.
Yeah.
Was he?
Heatran sucks.
Was he Gen? What gen was he? 5?
I think 4.
Was he? Oh.
Was he 4? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he's 4.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, no, he sucks. Yeah, I thought he was stupid. I thought he was just Metagross, but lava, and I hated it. I was like, stupid.
Was it? Actually, I think he was just like a fucking like footnote in the Arceus movie. Is like, oh yeah, here's Heatran too. I guess enjoy whatever.
Yeah, Heatran.
Here you go. I'm drawing myself a not a hoodie as the Dartrix, so the arms can show.
In Pokemon, the idea of pseudo legendaries, although for the longest time, me and my friend thought that it had to do with stats because they all have very similar stats. But in reality, no. It's just that Pokemon like calls them pseudo legendaries.
Interesting. Well, it's funny because there are some terms like that. Actually, this is something that kind of. I guess in some sense, the Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon kind of share a little bit in common, is that there are certain fan terms and titles for things that, for better or worse, eventually got adopted into official things. Because, like, for instance, Shiny, that's a fan thing. Same thing with, what's it called?
Technically, if you were to call shinies anything, they would be hollows, wouldn't they?
No, they're, no. Shinies in terms of like what they're actually called, like officially is, or what they were before, are, I'm doing Morgrem now, finally, here we go. Good lord.
Oh, yeah.
Is alternate colored Pokemon. That's what they're officially called in Japan, and what they were officially called in America, but Shiny became such a part of the vernacular that they were like, well, I guess we're just going to call them Shiny now, because that's what people know them as. And then actually, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, Starter was another thing that became, it was a fan term, and then it was official, and then they were like, no, it's not official, that's a fan thing. And then it became official again. I remember that was like kind of like a weirdly debated one for a short while. But I'm gonna draw myself happy as Morgrem.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be a little dink.
He.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, this fucking pseudo legendary is a fan adopted thing. It is based off of their stats.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. But see, that's what I mean. Stuff like that happens because it becomes so popularized by the fandom that then that ends up kind of happening with stuff. So, and sometimes they'll adopt it, sometimes they won't.
A fan term commonly used to refer to Pokemon that have a 3-stage evolution line and 1,250,000 experience at level 1,000 or 100. Sorry, a stat total of exactly 600 before Mega Evolution. So they just have extremely powerful stats.
Yeah.
Nation has only ever really had one of those each, so it became its own thing.
Yeah. Gwimsnowl.
I just love the fact that fucking Goodra and Dragonite are those two pseudos who are just like, oh yeah, we're fucking gods. Like, but also we're the cutest motherfuckers ever.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah, they're super fucking powerful, absolutely.
We can go up against Salamence and Tyranitar. But we'll also hug them to death.
We'll hug a bitch. I love Dragonite because he sounds like fucking like blue pitch down. Bo 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 bo. What's that, Dragonite? You found a clue?
Yeah. I didn't even realize this whole time Mickey was just drawing sexy N. Okay.
No, I wasn't. Shut up.
Oh. He's a child. Just like all your favorite Pokemon characters that y'all fucking simp over. Da 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 da.
Fuck it, goddamn it, Japan.
I mean, you know what though? To give them credit, at least with Sun and Moon, or not Sun and Moon, with Sword and Shield, they went out of their way to be like, these characters are supposed to be older, and these characters are clearly supposed to be your age, which is 10.
Yeah.
We know you're going to draw Rule 34 shit of all of them anyway, regardless of that, but at least we want you to know.
We want you to feel bad.
We want you to feel extra bad and gross.
Not everyone is ambiguously 12 and 30. Not anymore. These guys are clearly your daddies.
Oh my god. Well, even when I tweeted about this and I deleted it because it was like it came off the wrong way and I didn't want to upset people. But like even when Let's Go Pikachu was announced and they showed that early art of Misty and she's like bending over with like the white T-shirt and I'm just like, come on, Pokemon, you know what you're fucking doing. Like, give me a break. But then people took it as like, oh, what, you want her to like wear like, you know, all clothing covering up her butt? Okay, you know what? Never mind. I take it back. I don't mean to be offensive with this. I just think it's funny that like they clearly know that the fan base is aging up and they're like, let's you know, I mean, for fuck's sake, the fact that like the animation director is like has admitted for years like, oh yeah, we switched out Misty and we always switch out the girl characters because we like to give the boy viewers some more eye candy. And I'm like, wow, yeah, some more eye candy for your fucking 10-year-old girl characters. Thanks. Good lord.
Let's just remember, kids. They're just cartoon characters.
They can't hurt you.
They can't hurt you, even though Twitter would say otherwise.
Yeah.
Just ignore Twitter.
Or maybe Twitter wants to be hurt by them.
Yeah, usually they do. They want to call them
God Almighty. All right, guys. Who is the hottest Pokemon character? Human.
Yeah, we had to specify human.
I was gonna just say Dragonite again because that's what the gays do.
Oh,
that's what we do.
Here's
who's the hottest Pokemon trainer?
I like
probably
Guzma.
someone from Sword and Shield. Because you're a slut.
Shut up! I am not.
Wait. Who did you say?
Guzma, leave me alone.
Oh, he's great though. He's your boy.
I know. He's my boy. Do I need to bring back the meme drawing that I did the other day?
Yes.
Where it's like, oh, there's two types. There's this little fucking idiot. Well, okay, I should have named it Trash Daddy. I should have named it just fucking Daddy. It should have just been Trash. There specifically needs to be trash in
It absolutely does.
Oh my god.
There specifically has to be trash.
Oh no. I mean, he is pretty much a trash lord for fuck's sake. I'm surprised he doesn't have a Garbodor.
Germ fucking calls me out so goddamn hard every time I'm like, oh, I like this guy character, and it's like, oh yeah, because he looks like a fucking grease pit. And I'm like,
oh, the tastes.
What these really need to say is that she likes the Trash Man and the Gremlin.
Yes.
Those are her fucking
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh god. Well, what about you, Jerem? Who are your dream Pokemon trainer girls or boys?
Cynthia was always pretty. Like it's
she's
hard
very
not to say that.
she's very pretty.
Let me look up the Pokemon trainers. 1 second. Let's see. I know I had a crush on the Dragon type gym leader from Black and White with the beard.
Not was Drayden?
I think so.
yeah, it was Draydon or something.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, he was pretty fun.
People always compare me to Flannery a lot.
I do. I mean, Flannery's she's pretty cute. She's got the cool fire hair.
If I literally just took a bunch of hairspray, I could spike my ponytail. I'd be like, yeah!
Oh my god.
I fucking like that guy that looks like Minato from Naruto.
Volkner?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to just say Misty because like that's too stereotypical.
No, you know what? I could say Misty.
cares?
Yeah, I mean, I do really like her because in the show she's really funny, of course.
What the fuck am I saying? I had a massive crush on May. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then what else? Flannery is pretty cute as well. I will admit.
I already expressed fucking my love for N. I literally just drew him.
Of course. Another drawing you need to fucking post.
I know.
Let me go back and look at the gym leaders again real quick. I want to remind myself. Let's see. I did. You know, Whitney's cute, even though her fucking Miltank makes me want to die. I thought she was cute.
You never want to die.
Skyla's pretty cute. The wind girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Karina had a really fun arc in the show. I thought she was a nice character. B from Sword and Shields. Really like her a lot. Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, it's hard because they're all like, haha, we're Ash's age. We're like 10. And I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah, how could I forget? The fucking himbo from Sword and Shield that's extremely adorable. That's like a grass-type gym leader.
Oh, Milo!
Oh, yeah, that's right. Of course.
Milo is adorable.
He's such a baby.
I need me a boyfriend like Milo. Oh my fucking god. Adult kind of spoilers for which game was it?
Oh, what, Adult Red?
Yeah.
Oh,
Adult Red, Blue are actually very cute.
Oh,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Especially Adult Red. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, see, this is the thing, because they made Blue/Green, whatever you want to call, or Gary,
Blue. It's a girl.
Well, depending on what region you're in, but fucking, what was it? Yeah, when they designed like Blue even in gold and silver with like the jacket and stuff, like I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool design for him. I like that, you know. And then
yeah, goddamn right, Iris was horrible. Iris can die.
I actually not like attraction wise, but I liked Iris as a character, and I actually loved that she was the champion in Black and White too. I thought that was a really cool idea.
I never liked the anime ruined her for me. I hate teenage girls. They're like, "Oh, you're so immature," because they don't have a good grasp of what maturity is.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, shut up! That's all.
Was I the only one that was stupid and was like Rourke from fucking Pokemon Diamond was like I thought he was a girl when I first met him.
Oh, Rourke,
and he had he looked here. Let me get a picture.
He was the guy with the digger outfit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Really? Wow. Oh wow. Wow. I mean, like that would have been that
2007 me.
That would have been kind of cool if there was a girl character who looked kind of more like masculine like that, though.
The anime does not help. He legit looks like a girl in the anime.
Yeah, I always thought he was a girl when I first did. Like, what little 2007 me playing Pokemon Diamond for the first time, I was like, oh, that's a cool first trainer. She's really cool.
That's really funny. Oh, his whole...
See, it just looks like a girl.
Oh, his whole... I just realized Morgrum's whole back of his hair goes into his little tail thing. Okay, I have to connect that. Yeah. There we go. I'm almost done. I have one more to do. Well.
Uh-oh. Somebody brought up a good point.
What point?
What's that?
What was the good point?
It's the picture I sent.
Oh, boy. Let's see.
Oh
my god! Wow, that's right. Yeah, he does look like that. I never put that together. That's funny.
Neither did I. What the fuck?
Jesus.
Ah!
I liked Acerola from Sun and Moon as well. I thought she was cute. The ghost girl. Yeah, she's so cute.
I also love the bass guitarist girl.
Yes, Roxy. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, she's a super cutie. I love her.
She's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to draw Rebel as her.
Oh, you should. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because like that, I thought those two would just they just work. Oh, that's what I should do. I should draw Rebel as Roxy and then draw Hijinks as Dawn.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, the hat. That's right.
Yeah. Or I don't necessarily have to do Dawn. I could maybe dress her up as May or something because of the two like side things that she has on her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that might work better actually.
I'm doing my legendary now. I'm doing Miss Spirit. My spirit. My spirit is high.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Bow. 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 Come, my lady. Come, my lady.
You're my butterfly, sugar baby.
You're my butterfree.
You're my butterfree.
Call my
BB.
BB. Indeedy. Fla baby. You're my fla baby. Cease.
I want Pierce to just sing a cover of that.
Come a lady, come a lady. I love Pierce.
You're my butterfree, sugar fla baby.
Fla baby. You know what? Actually, I still have it somewhere, and I never did it. But I have. I was gonna do a little short like looping. Maybe I'll do it at some point. We'll see. It's not right now because I got 7 million fucking things going on.
Another boy I liked, by the way.
Pierce, yeah. And I like Marnie, even though I shouldn't.
Because, well, I mean, you shouldn't like... Everybody shouldn't like any of them.
I know! God damn it.
He was not also, like, 16. He isn't even that old.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, he might be.
Remember.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Fuck it all.
I die.
Goo! Oh, God, the tails look fucking garbage.
Cosmo is 20.
Is he? We don't know that.
He's legal.
20 plus.
I wrote, and I have actually the instrumental for it. I was going to do it with a friend of mine who's a better singer than me. I was going to do a little looping animation of in the... Oh, how did it go? It was, in the Pokemon League... You must face the elite. Use that flute to wake me before that Gengar eats my dream. And it was like an animation of like Red fighting against the Elite Four. In the Pokemon League, something wake me. Because it's always been our dream. And then the fucking Pidgey. I wanted to do that at some point. Maybe someday I'll still do that. That was kind of a fun idea. Come, my lady. Come, my lady. I don't know why that's in my head now.
I think it's because I showed you it, or I was...
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we were working. Come, my lady. Come, my lady. You're my butterfree. It's funny.
Fla baby.
Fla baby.
It's like killing you.
It was my own joke. It sounded like a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, you're like, ha ha ha, my joke's so funny.
My Pokemon puns are hilarious.
Alterios.
Oritaria.
Oh!
Oh my god. There's something else I was going to bring up. I'm trying to think of what's some, well, as we're kind of winding down, some other Pokemon thing we can talk about real quick. Like, you guys have a favorite episode of the show?
Oh god, no. I meant like I like it. I don't have a specific favorite. I remember specifically like the old original show where like when I had the VHSs.
Yeah.
And I remember the episode where like there was the lady on the pier and James like fucking fell under like a possession love spell for this lady at the pier, and it was like a ghost.
Oh yeah, the Ghastly. Yeah. And they did a bunch of weird shit. Like, I'm a Ghastly that has hypnotic powers and can just do literally anything. Here's me fusing a fucking Blastoise and a Venusaur together. We'll never do that. Here's me turning into like an actual like real life mongoose because Ekans is a snake and he's scared of mongooses. And I'm like, wait a minute, or mongoose. What's the plural of mongoose?
Some of the shit they let ghost types get away with in the anime is ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Well, just some of the stuff that would happen in the show in those early seasons, I bet they look back on it like, why did we do that? We shouldn't have done that. A big one I always remember is the Charizard versus Magmar Blaine fight. That's a big favorite of mine. It's awesome, that one. Mm-hmm. I think that was the first 2-part gym leader battle in the show. I think, because typically he would always beat them in one episode back then. I
could also draw. I'm just thinking of like what ones to draw hijinks as, and I was like, oh, Marnie could technically work because the jacket.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm just gonna get a couple just to think. I'm just thinking of other ones.
Okay. What would Wheezy be?
Oh God, would she even be a girl trainer? I
She
feel
would
like she'd be more of a well, she used to be a fucking Mimikyu, remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Maybe she could be. Maybe she could be like Agatha or like a little one of the ghost trainers or something. Or Acerol.
Oh my God.
Or Fontina. She's kind of got Fontina's body type a little bit. Très magnifique. I am the one character who has a French accent.
Hon hon.
Hon. Only du fromage.
You always purposely butcher it, and I'm like, God, stop.
Omelette du fromage.
It's like when I fucking talk to Zach and I can pronounce Spanish words just fine, but sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna butcher the Spanish word to make him cringe.
Cringe.
Say like,
Jerem, were you around for when I told because I drew Chi-Chi when I was doing my DBZ Pokemon thing. I drew Chi-Chi as a Miltank, and I told her about because Chi-Chi in Japanese is breast milk and so in the Spanish dub, and also apparently it's the same thing in Spanish too, just by happenstance. So they changed her name in the Spanish dub to Milk. And I'm like, I mean, it gets the same pun across, I suppose. Wow. Wow.
Life. Leche.
Leche. No, they called her milk in the Spanish dub.
English milk.
Yeah.
How weird.
Oh my God.
Why would they just call her Chi-Chi in that case?
No, because apparently Chi-Chi in Spanish is also like, I think it also implied something about boobs, so they're like, let's not do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah. Brother, my brother, tell me what we're fighting for. Is it life with so much more?
And then all the Pokemon cry, and then 10-year-old Jeremy cries.
Yeah. Dude, that version, that scene in the Japanese version is terrifying. You know that one track from the show when it played a lot of moments, but it was like dun 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 dun. Yeah. A big orchestral like epic version of that tune. That's the theme. That's the theme that plays in the Japanese version of that scene. It's fucked up. It's so scary. Have you seen the CG remake?
No.
It's actually amazing, and I highly recommend it.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah, I went to go see it in a big audience at AX a couple of years ago, and I was like, this is fucking bad. Because I love that movie in general, especially in Japanese, because it's a completely different film in Japanese. Alright, I did it. I'm a mess spirit. Hooray! I am hooray! Alright, and now I'm going to collage them all together. All together now.
Just imagine it's like, you have this song playing, it's like the fucking Sephiroth's theme while they're all trying to figure out, it's like, oh man, maybe we shouldn't fight.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Not quite like that level of like holy shit, but it was definitely like, it was scary and intimidating, like the scene is supposed to be, because they're beating the fucking hell out of each other, so.
I know, but this big creepy music to just like, maybe we're not so different, you and I kind of like.
Well, that's another thing too, is like the what's it called?
Oh no, your low punny had to do it to him.
What? What do you mean?
Oh no! Oh no, it's a meme.
Oh no! God damn it!
Oh my God!
Oh no!
Let me get the picture.
Oh God! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Yeah. It's basically this meme. You could literally just put your Lopunny in this position.
Oh dear God! Oh no! Oh my god! That's too fucking perfectly coincidental. Holy shit! Wow! Oh, I hate everything. Oh lord. Jesus Christ.
So funny.
Oh no. Oh no, honey.
Apparently, people are talking about that your Mesper don't got the nose.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a nose, and I'm not gonna add one just because of that.
It's like a realistic
Yeah,
human nose.
yeah. It's
no.
Yeah, that'll be disgusting to look at. Good lord.
You should have just moved the crystal closer to its nose.
So funny.
It's its nose. Ah.
Oh my god. You're so honk honk. That's me. Honkity honkity. I'm the real clown here. Yeah.
You know what really I think it's just because I played Pokemon Crystal. Freaking Chris, the girl from Pokemon Crystal is super underrated.
Yeah, she's
super
cool.
underrated.
Yeah,
She has such a nice design.
Yeah. And I also like Lyra too. The Heart Gold Soul Silver version of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be Pokemon. Dragology, Dartrix, Best Spirits, Miracle, Sandslash, Mighty Anna, Low Putty, Cubchoo.
Yeah, she's wonderful. She's also a cutie pie.
Who's that?
Chris. I just looked her
up.
Oh,
yeah. See? She's an underrated Pokemon trainer that people don't give enough attention to.
She was nice.
She's got very
everyone's like, oh, fucking Hilda and Misty. Shut up. I'm like, yes, they're good designs, yes, but also look at the other ones.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap us up, everybody. How long did we go for? Let's see. Oh, a little under 2 hours. Yeah, not too bad. Cool.
Mine literally says 100 minutes.
Wow. Well, there's at least 150 or more to see. To be a Pokemon master is my destiny.
It's no longer or more.
That's true.
It is definitely more.
At least 150 and more to see.
Yeah.
Way more to see.
Hard.
God Almighty! Wasn't there like a fucking what's it called? It was like a College Humor thing or something. Where here's the Pokerot, but with all of the ones that are out at this point. And I think it was back when Gen 5 was the newest one.
I think that was actually done by a guy from Polygon. He's really funny.
Oh, okay, maybe so. Yeah.
I forget his name. But yeah, he did he went over the science of how he figured out how to do it. Cause he's I don't want to be here for an hour, so I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I'm on to see. To be a Pokemon master is my destiny. All right, everybody. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and end things here. So, have a very happy Pokemon Day tomorrow. I'm going to be releasing a Kerblog that I did with the lovely and talented Miss Morgan Berry, who is the voice of Tommy on Pokemon Twilight Wings. She and I were both had the honor of getting to voice on some of the YouTube Pokemon animated shorts and stuff, which was super cool. And she's been a longtime fan, so we had a little hour-long discussion, look back on, all of our favorite moments and things about the games and the show and all that stuff, and it's a lot of fun. So tune in for that tomorrow afternoon, and I'll be posting this on Twitter in just a little bit. And follow me on Twitter at Kerbifer, and you can follow these two lovely sons of bitches at twitter.com/ToxicSoul77 and J_T_beyond. So go follow them, and here I'll post some links actually in the chatty chit in a second. Chatty choodle.
This guy's mentioning it was College Humor, but I swear to God, let me find that dude's name.
Oh wait! Oh crap! Hold on. Crap! Couldn't do it.
Pokemon,
mon, do, Pokemon, mon. So here's mine. Fuck. And here
at twitter.com. fuck.
And here's fuck.
Gilbert. That's the one I was talking
Oh,
about.
okay, gotcha. And then JT Beyond, and then Toxic Soul 77. Go follow everybody. Everyone, have a very, very happy and safe Pokemon Day tomorrow. And yeah, look forward to it. I'll have a bunch of fun stuff planned for March, so I'm going to be getting back to doing more content again. If you have any Kerblog topic suggestions, feel free to leave those. I'm sorry I didn't do a whole lot of them this month because I just got busy with 7 million things and doing all the drawings and all that stuff. So, but yeah, all right. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
See y'all later.